What is up, y'all? It's your girl Brand New, and I'm back in the building. And this time, I am back with a recap of Married to Medicine. This is season 6, episode 8. Before we get started, I want you guys to know I do have a GoFundMe out. You could go to GoFundMe and put in my name, Brandy Robinson. That is where I will be taking donations for my channel to improve my channel. There are so many different things that I would like to do in the near future. I need new equipment. I would love to do more interviews with people. Like, there is so much more I want to do with the channel, and I will talk about that at a later time, but I wanted you guys to know, since YouTube be on that bullshit, you can donate to my GoFundMe. Matter of fact, I had somebody ask me where could they donate at, and that's what I told them. So yeah, go on ahead to GoFundMe, and you should see my profile. I'm under Brandy Robinson. You could donate $1, $2, $1.50. Whatever you want to donate, child. I don't discriminate. Hell, if we could take the food stamp card, child, I would take that damn food stamp card. Okay? I'm just playing with y'all. Something else I wanted to share with you guys really quick. I am thinking about doing tarot reading. I'm going to study up on that. I do listen to a lot of psychic channels, and I am a very, what is the word? I don't know. Like, I look at myself as somewhat of a psychic with things. I be knowing shit, y'all. I have a way of zooming in on things. I think we all have that kind of sixth sense. Some of us do, because some of us be doing stupid shit. But, yeah, I'm really intuitive. That's the word. Intuitive, honey. Ain't even a big word, and I done forgot the motherfucker. But yeah, I really would like to do some tarot reading. So I'll let you guys, in on that once I get my cards and get situated, okay? Hopefully I could maybe start doing some horoscopes, maybe some celebrities, that type of thing. That's something else I've been thinking about doing. Alright, so let's get off into the motherfucking episode. Okay, so episode starts out, we got Heavenly and her daughter, they giving a damn dog a bath. The damn dog ran off. I thought that shit was funny. So next we got Symone. She visits Jackie at her office, and they get to talking about how Mariah interrupted Quad, which was fucked up. Mariah should have just let Quad speak. I'm really sick of them interrupting her. That's getting old. And I'll get to more of that once we get to Quad's part with the girls. But yeah, that's pretty much what they talked about. And then Symone mentioned that her and Cecil finally had sex, and she actually wanted it. And I was shocked, because I thought Symone was a damn old lady. I said, that bitch she gonna let 2018 go, and ain't gonna get that man no cootie cat until 2019. They ain't gonna get mad that he cheating and shit, and we'll be seeing another fucking marriage down the damn drain. So, you know, it was good to hear that they are finally having sex, and she wanted it from him, and she's starting to get the relationship that she wants out of him. So I'm happy that they are on the right track. I thought it was funny when Jackie told her, girl, even when you tired, shit, take that coat off, go on and bend on over and just have it. Just, I don't want to say get it over with, but just get it done, honey. Get it in. I feel you, Jackie. You gotta schedule sex in sometimes, because it is very important. Matter of fact, for me, it is very important, because I get to thinking all types of evil thoughts and shit about people, like, okay, I hope this bitch don't say nothing dumb to me today, you know. But once I've had sex, I've had that release, I'm a nicer person, I would like to think. Are you guys like that? You know, if you ain't had none in a while, you turn into old evil bitch. Okay, so next we have Contessa. She is pretty much recovering at home, and she's telling her husband how the kids been back and forth in and out of the room. Them kids need to be organized. Like, they need to not be plopping on her. She needs to turn into more of a drill sergeant with her kids because they too damn wild. Did y'all see that last episode? They all leaning on her. I would have been like, hey, you sit your ass over here. And you sit over here. Okay? Mommy didn't had surgery. Like, explain to them as much as you can. But let they ass know that, hey, we gotta have boundaries. Because I don't like this whole thing of, oh, those are her kids and she loves them and they love her so much. I get that. I'm a mom too. But I will tell my daughter quick, I'm not feeling good, not in the mood. If there's something that you need, you yell out, let me know, that you need me. But for the most part, let mommy have her time. And you just explain it like that to them and they should understand it. But to me, Contessa lets them damn kids run the damn household. And child, it wouldn't be me. Contessa's husband realizes she ain't been taking her meds. Contessa, if you want to get better, baby, you in all that pain, I need you to take your medicine. But they do say that doctors are the worst patients. And I believe that. But honey, take that medicine. Take that Percocet, honey. You may like it. Okay, so next we got Mariah and Aiden. And pretty much Aiden is in a process of possibly being transferred from his job. He could go to another location. I think California was an option. Was it North Carolina, South Carolina, one of them? Wasn't really paying attention to it too much, y'all. But I did notice that motherfucker Mariah was not here for the part where that motherfucker said that he may be out of a job. And Mariah was like, you still got your job though, don't you? Like, Mariah, where you going? This is through sickness and in health. To death do y'all part. Money and no money, honey. What did that damn Nene Leak said? I love you, Nene. Nene said, for richer and for richer. That was in her vows, honey. That's what motherfucking Mariah should have said. Because y'all should have seen how big Mariah's eyes got. But I feel Mariah on what she was telling him. She's just like, babe, I'm not in a place where I want to relocate. The South has been good to us. That's where I want to raise my children. I don't want to raise them in California. And I absolutely agree with Mariah. I think that Atlanta is a better place to raise children. And I understand how Mariah feels because it's like, this is my whole life. My career is popping here. I sacrificed my career for you, I guess she put a lot of her career stuff on the back burner to support him, and which is what a lot of people do in marriages. So yeah, I am with Mariah totally on that. Okay, so Heavenly has a meeting with her therapist, we'll call him that. And it was kind of funny because there was a moment where he asked her something and I don't know, there was some type of pause or something. Heavenly was like, is there a reason why you keep pausing before you ask me what you need to ask me, So, and he started laughing. I thought that was so funny. But they pretty much just talked about how she visited Miami and, she was near her father's room where he passed away, her sister's room. She was in the house and had to deal with all of that. And she talked about how her mother was always gone at work and her father was always gone, and how maybe if they were around more, she would have been more vocal with her feelings instead of just kind of lashing out at people. And the therapist pretty much mentioned that, you're successful, even though you came from this circumstance with your parents, but you still have a ways to go because, basically your childhood, it was interrupted with the fact that your mother didn't tell you she loved you, and Heavenly kept saying, well, yeah, I know she loved me. And I believe Heavenly when she says that, because a lot of parents, they don't really do the emotion thing that well because their parent maybe didn't do it with them. And that's where a lot of parents are at with that. So, but I love the fact that even though Heavenly's mother wasn't perfect, she still kind of gave her mother props. Like, well, you know what? She still took care of us, paid the bills, did what she had to do, and she did the best that she could. So I was here for that. I really like that she was able to sum it up like that. But Heavenly, I want you to know this, honey. Everybody has flaws. You know, everybody has flaws, and you just need to learn to accept yourself, like I said, and just work on your delivery. They got to talking about Mariah and all the lying that she does, and the therapist was just like, well, why are you so mad at what she says? I mean, it's a lie. Why do you even care? Don't allow her to turn your thermostat up. And Heavenly was like, I see what you're saying, but I don't like when people is lying on me. You know, my sister used to do that, and that's why Mariah reminds me of my sister. And I'm with Heavenly with that lying shit. There is no reason why Mariah, and I don't believe the bitch got receipts or invoices on no damn Damon. I think that's all talk. I feel like it's not cool to lie on people because what you're doing is damaging that person's character. You're assassinating their character, and whatever is between Mariah and Heavenly should stay between Mariah and Heavenly. Mariah shouldn't even be bringing nobody's husband into it. You don't say no shit like that. And even Toya told Mariah, girl, if you ain't really got no receipts, don't you think you need to let that go? You know, on some real friend type shit. Like, don't go there with her husband. You know, don't do that. You're going too far. And a few of them have told that bitch that. And she refuses to listen. Okay, so next we got a scene with Quad with her mom and aunt. They are helping her get things out of her car. She's getting settled into her new place. It really looks nice. And pretty much they just talk to her about her and Dr. G and how this is a new beginning in her life. And you could tell that Quad still feels very emotional and distraught about the situation, as she should. It's painful, even though the writing has probably been on the wall for a long time. It's really painful now having to go through a divorce and deal with all of this. So I can understand that. And the mother was pretty much telling her, you know, when you're not happy, you're not happy. And you wasn't happy. You didn't do anything wrong. You know, you got to do what's best for you. The mother even says she wishes Dr. G well. But pretty much with their marriage, like I've stated before, you guys, I believe he had money more than her, even though she claims that's not the case. He only had a little bit more. Still, he had more. Do I think that she was with him for a come up? Yeah, most women are, if they're going to get married, are going to look for a come up in some type of way. Yes, people love people, but let's be honest, you guys, we all looking for something, you know, when we get with somebody. Yes, we love them, but we want them to make a certain amount of money. And it's the problem comes when you only with somebody just for the money. It's not a problem that you want somebody to, you know, be well off, especially if you are. That's not an issue. But the problem in their marriage was he got on some shit, I believe, where he felt like, well, I'm the one with all the money and she ain't. See, we got to remember, what is she, from Memphis? She probably didn't have a lot. And he was steady giving and giving. And see, that was the nature of their relationship. Him giving, her taking. And then it looked like she caught up with him with the money and the opportunities and stuff. And I believe he got jealous, didn't like it. And then all of a sudden, their old model was a new model. And he didn't want to participate because he wasn't the big man no more with the money and able to buy her a handbag or this bag or whatever clothes she wanted. That's why he said, I've been taking care of you since the day I met you. If we are to look at that statement, that is the bottom line of how he felt about his wife. Everything was about what he did for her. He shouldn't never have mentioned that. When you really love somebody, you both are going to give to each other. But if you find you with a motherfucker that got to keep reminding you and telling you what they did, they're not with you for the right reasons. So yes, I like Dr. G, and he is funny as hell to me. Very funny. I also think he is intelligent a little bit. Look, a little bit. But, you know, he's entertaining, but at the same time, he's an old ignorant nigga. You know, he got with her because he felt like, oh, I'm going to be the breadwinner. I'm going to be somebody. She's on this show. What can I get out of that? I see all of that in their marriage. I see the part that she played where she allowed it. She went along with this charade. And then once it turned around on her, it got all too much and she didn't want to be in the marriage anymore. You know, they was probably always where they are at now. It was just, you know how you always feel a certain vibe if you are in a bad relationship, but you ignore it year after year, year after year. It was always there. The feeling was always there. But it got to the point where both of them could not ignore it anymore. And she didn't need him the way that she once needed him. She got her own money and she owned Sister Circle. You know, lots of opportunities, cookbooks and shit. So she didn't really popped off. I don't think he liked that. He's old misogynistic ass nigga, and that's how they think. They want their woman under them, and they want to be the big dog wearing the big drawers. Okay. Next, we got this damn Toya and Eugene. Y'all excuse me. My damn phone is going off. Okay, so next we have Toya, and we got Eugene. And Toya keeps going off about Quad and how she found out on the blogs that Quad is getting a divorce and why didn't she tell them? And, what is her husband's name? Eugene. Eugene pretty much tells her, well, Quad looks at y'all as associates. Y'all ain't her friends all right about now. This is what I want to say about this really quick. Because I see all sides. I see where the girls are coming from. Symone. Who else is it? Heavenly ain't really been on Quad. Mariah is on her bullshit. Where she feels like Quad owes her something. Because she brought her on this show. I don't give a fuck what any of y'all say. There are a lot of bitches in life that will help you do stuff. They will be disguised as a friend. But everything they do for you, and I know because I had a friend like that. I think she let me borrow a dress or something in high school. Well, you know, that was my dress. Can I get my dress back? That's my dress. And that, bitch, you can have your dress. I don't need, I hate when people try to treat me like that. I don't need shit from anybody. Can always stand on my own. You know, and in high school, I was under my mother's thumb, you know. And so there was other shit I could have wore. But yeah, after that bitch acted like that, acted like I just owed her. She couldn't even fit the fucking dress. She had, matter of fact, told me I could have the motherfucker because I was the right size for it. But then all of a sudden, when she saw how good I looked in it, she wanted it back. Bitches are fake like that. But yeah, Mariah feels Quad really owes her something. At first, I thought that Mariah was going to come around and try to be cordial. But see, now that Quad is going down in this marriage, Mariah wants in on that. Mariah wants to antagonize that woman. Y'all can say different if you want to, but she wants to poke at her and shit. And there are people in your life right now, when you're going through shit, they have a way of poking at you because they know that they want to get a reaction out of you. And if you think I'm lying, go to that episode where Heavenly had that, she boiled them crabs and Mariah got into it with Quad unnecessarily. All she had to do was mind her fucking business, not touch Quad's purse. Took Quad's purse up there. Here, I tried to get you. Starting shit with her, poking and prodding at her. What did she do last episode? We all got let the woman talk. Damn. You know? But yeah, I understand Symone and Jackie and heavily, and Toya a little bit. Quad, let us know we supposed to be your friends. So Quad needs to, while she's going through this with Dr. G, she needs to learn to be vulnerable within her friendship. She does need to let them in, because if you don't let them in, they ain't gonna let you in to they shit, because they feel like it's a one-sided relationship. But on the other hand, what I will say is they need to stop poking and prodding at Quad. Let her open up. Give her a fucking chance. Stop speaking for her. Let her open up, Toya. She sees how you feel. What you're doing is you see the girl having a hard time. And no, she may not be handling the shit in the right way, but this is by all means how she's handling it. So just fucking be a friend. That's what Eugene said. Let her come to you. Let it be on her. You know what I'm saying? Is she, she's not doing it the right way, but at the same time, give her that much respect. Let her come to you and divulge her divorce information, because a lot of this shit is painful. It is. When we are all going through a hard time, just think about it. When you're going through a lot of shit in your life, you don't feel like really telling everybody. It's so hard sometimes to deal with the emotions of what you're going through. So yes, I understand that some of the ladies are upset with Quad, but they need to be a little bit more patient. And I feel like then she will open up and feel that she's in a safe environment. Once again, we got this scene with Symone and Cecil. And Symone is talking about Quad and how upsetting it is that they got to go through the blogs to hear that, her and Dr. G is getting this divorce, and it's just like, it is what it is at this point. She's getting a divorce. She will open up to you guys, and you guys need to wait on it and be respectful and stop letting bitches like Mariah antagonize her. Tell Mariah to leave if she start that bullshit. I'm serious, because as long as she's being poked at constantly, she's not going to open up. And to be honest with you, I wouldn't either. Because there's a difference between being a caring friend and a nosy bitch. Okay, so we are at Jackie's Pajama Jam party. She got drinks. She got fruits. Y'all know Jackie be on that damn health kick. The ladies have arrived. Mariah is there. Symone is there. Toya, Heavenly. Everybody is greeting each other. Contessa is unable to come. They do a little phone call with her. I didn't understand, Dr. Jarrett being there. Yes, is she friends with Quad though? Like, I felt like the new lady should have set this one out, because it's not like, does she know the other ladies? And I'm looking like, if y'all expect to get information from Quad, what if she doesn't feel like telling her business to this new lady? So that to me looked kind of suspect. Symone, what the fuck do you have on? It is not Halloween, bitch. I'm here with Toya. What the fuck do you have on? Did y'all catch that part where Mariah and Heavenly didn't speak and Jackie had them speak? And that motherfucking, Mariah said, you look nice in your overalls. What is she called? Not overalls, long johns. And Heavenly was like, man, fuck these long johns. She was in her confessional. Fuck these long johns. Fuck that shit. Bitch, get a job. I said, Heavenly, that bitch was trying to throw you a little shade. She was trying to throw you a little shade. You ain't have to take it like that, I think Heavenly took that shit the wrong way, though. Like, fuck these long johns. You trying to be funny. Where your job at, girl? Y'all catch Heavenly telling Jackie that she already ate and fed her man before she came, and he's full and I'm full. I'm like, did y'all fuck or oral sex or something? Because you see, she was smiling and shit when she was telling Jackie that shit. So Heavenly asks Quad, how is she doing? Quad is just like, as good as I can feel. Toya tells Quad she looks good. Quad says thank you, and she just pretty much lets them know she's not really up to talking a lot about it. All right, Quad, this is where I gotta get on you. This is what you want to do, Quad. Since everybody wants to check in with you and be a friend with you, give these bitches something. Say, I filed for the divorce. I did this. That was your cue to, I knew it was going to get ugly because immediately Quad was, well, no, I'm not talking about, you cannot do that, Quad. You cannot do that. And I know you a little leery of fucking Mariah's ass. But shit, ain't like you be asking her to leave the fucking room. So shit, I guess you want her to hear too. But you could have said, gave them a little something. Don't just shut them down and not give them nothing. Because they are trying and they would like to know what's going on. And they want to hear it from your mouth. So just give them something and keep it moving. So they have their little phone call with Contessa, and she's looking better, but they can't wait for her to get out of the house and join them on their little excursions. Contessa says hi to everybody, and then Toya was mumbling shit under her breath where Jackie was like, oh, well, we can't wait to see you. And then Toya, speak for yourself. And you still got this attitude with Contessa. Really quickly, I understand with Toya being mad at Contessa because I feel like she feels like Contessa is blowing her off. And like I said before, you guys, you want to pay attention to their friendship of how Toya brought Contessa on the show and then all of a sudden they're not cool. That is very weird. And people are saying, well, Contessa was in the military and I don't give a fuck about any of that. A friend is a friend. And I feel like for y'all to fall out so quickly after you joining this show is very suspect. But then again, Toya, this lady has had surgery. And surely you could put your feelings on the back burner until she gets better. Because like she said, there is a such thing of what's important and what's not. And your feelings are important, but you need to wait until this woman is healed. And, she's in a right frame of mind because she's been going through a lot with her father and her own health. So, you got to take that into consideration. But what is Toya's sign, you guys? I think she's an Aries, and Aries women are like children. They are. They said that Aries are the children of the zodiac, and they are. You could tell by how Toya pouts and acts. So the ladies start playing this imitation game that Jackie suggests to them. Basically, with the game, they're going to be poking fun at each other. Like, it'll be how they all see each other, kind of doing impressions of each other. Heavenly says that it's messy. And Jackie was like, no, you control it and how you do it. So don't call it messy. Jackie is under low-key messy though. She goes about it in a sneaky way, just in case y'all didn't know. The first impression is of Symone doing Heavenly. She could have did a little bit better than that, but of course we knew who the fuck she was talking about when she was saying daddy. And at first she was making it look like Heavenly walked like a man. I don't get that from Heavenly. Heavenly is a strong woman, but never a man with shoulder pads on, wide shoulders like a football player. Next, we got that motherfucker Mariah. She does impression of Contessa. I'm looking like y'all see Contessa as being manly. She's very tomboyish, but I don't know. Their impressions, y'all, was shady as fuck to me. Mariah, you ain't shit, bitch, but it was funny. Heavenly does an impression of Toya. She was struggling with it at first, but then Toya said, let me help you be me. And she did Toya's walk with that booty, lopsided ass booty going up and down. That was good of Heavenly to do. Toya had her boobs out more because Toya's titties stay out. What Heavenly should have did was, put her ass in somebody else's man's face the way Toya does with her nasty ass. That would have been a good impression. And I bet you that bitch would act stupid. Who is that? I don't do. You do that. You always got your ass in Curtis' face, bitch. Jackie does an impression of Quad, talking about how she's cooking, ain't taking out no trash. Mariah, you ain't shit talking about some. Well, the impression was almost spot on. She just should have tilted that wig back. You wrong, bitch. Okay, y'all. Here's where it gets a little weird. Okay, so Heavenly, Jackie had asked some question. I ain't gonna get off into that. And then Heavenly pretty much asked Quad, well, let's just bring it back to you, Quad. Are we being good friends to you? I kind of feel like we should ask questions, or maybe we should reframe and let you come to us. Quad was pretty much like, yeah, it feels good to talk about things. I just don't want to talk about things. I will talk about things, when I'm ready. She's definitely on her Angela Simmons, honey. So after Heavenly said what she said, Toya jumped in, well, can I ask a question? And I'm going to have to be on Toya's side for this. Quad, you shouldn't have got so defensive. Let the girl just say what she go say, and then you respond. I felt like you got overly defensive. Just allow people to say what they go say, and then you give your response. Because when I already pretty much noticed it when you came in and sat down. I'm not really in the mood to really be talking. Like, you could have just told them some very general shit, and I think that they would have kind of laid off of you, like I said. But once again, you're being overly defensive. Honey, they get the blowing up on each other like Candy Burrs was blowing up on. I'm going to get the blowing up on your ass. I remember when Candy said that to Nene, they get to arguing back and forth. And I saw it. I saw it immediately. Like I said, when Quad came in, she was already too defensive. There was a way that it didn't have to be an argument. Jackie ends up getting into some shit where she tells Quad, Toya is acting like this, Quad, because she cares about you. And I think that Toya is someone that does care a lot about her friends. I will give that to Toya. Toya, though, needs to learn when it's appropriate and when it's not appropriate to ask questions. If somebody don't really want to be bothered, don't keep pressing them on the issue. Yes, you can communicate, but it was on Quad, though, I felt that was just overly defensive. Like, just shut her down. And I don't know. I just felt like it could have been handled differently. Like, Toya could have just been like, you know what, this bitch don't intend on answering none of my damn questions, so let me just be quiet. Like, I wish she would have been like that, but then again, I wish that Quad would have just let people say what they need to say. See, if these bitches don't get out what they need to say, then it's gonna get nasty, and she's not allowing that. Toya ends up saying that she knows that, she could be out of pocket with how she says things and how she does things. And I like that coming from Toya, with her admitting her faults. I thought that was big of her. And then her and Quad ended up hugging it out. They are crying. Quad was crying. She told her she misjudged her. Jackie was hugging them. Everybody was crying. Even that shady ass Mariah was crying. It was a very good moment amongst friends that they were there for Quad while she was going through all of that. Quad said something that I've been saying this whole episode, which is when she got through that door, she wasn't even in the right headspace. Remember I said she was very defensive? Quad admitted to that. Quad, I'm going to give you 100 points because you was able to reconcile a situation. I thought y'all was just going to argue and go back and forth, but y'all reconciled, you hugged it out, you allowed them to be there for you. You cried on that woman's shoulder. That's what she wanted. That's what she wanted to do with you. So it all worked out, and I am so happy. Even Heavenly said, you know what? We all sisters. We dysfunctional. We a little bit psychotic, but at the end of the day, we all sisters, and we all have each other's back. So loved how the episode ended. That is my time, you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It is your girl Brand New, and I am out.